respect plus enough tax. Hope everybody's in good spirit. All on there, why we can't see nothing. We can't see myself. Must be my fault. All on there. Hold up. Big up my brother Ruben in the building.
Easy.
Back in the building, bro. Good evening, everybody. Manners and respect. Hold on. Claire, big up yourself. Claire, Deborah, big up yourself. I'm just trying to find out what's going on because every week, I swear, I'm going through the same headache with this phone. It's like I don't see my comments. I don't know what's going on.
Use that one.
We got 9 people over on the YouTube. Big up yourself, Divine. Manners and enough respect plus enough tax. Big up everybody on the check-in, whether I can see you or I can't see you or yeah. All right, me I see two thing. Deborah, big up yourself. Good evening, manners and respect. And Claire, bear love. Sasha, big up yourself every time in all the choppings. I ain't gonna tell no lie. See, if it wasn't for this man, yeah. This man was at my door like, yo, Kills. I'm by your car, you know? I'm like, yo.
Where are you?
I was, listen, that dance yesterday, big up everyone, big up my brother Hamdi. Big up everyone that was down in Newcastle last night. It was absolutely a Shelly show. Definitely an international link up. Great evening. Big up my brother Hamdi, man. That was absolutely sick, I can't lie. I can't wait to do it again, you get me? Yeah, that's how the thing them set, but imagine, we mash up that show there and we never itch. We drive straight back to London, some mad hours worth of driving. Half I drop asleep and half I try drink some coffee and half I play 2 bad tune for keep we eye up, man. People please, you know the choppings already, but we don't stray from trying to stay consistent with the work, you get me? So big up to the ones and ones them.
The soldiers, mate.
The real soldiers. Real soldiers, you get me? Yeah. Real soldiers. So what about my big brother? How you been? How you been, Ru?
Have I been?
Yeah.
I've been alright, mate. It's been a busy week. The whole world has converged on the UK. Have you seen all the people that have been here, like Elon Musk and like all the AI conferences and people flying in from around the world?
I've heard about a few things going on with regards to the AI.
Yeah.
Conferences going on left, right, and centre, but I haven't done any research and no one's enlightened me on what's been going on with
okay.
it, to be fair.
All right, so, well,
I think maybe Maddox Angel has given me a brief, but not in depth.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe you're gonna...
Yeah, I'll talk on that. So basically, you won't have failed to notice that there are lots of people very excited about artificial intelligence and how that might be used in society. And those wonderful people at the British state, Rishi Sunak,
all them boy,
all those people down there, Starmer as well, like the whole establishment, they've decided to convene a series of events, but one main one at Bletchley Park, where they discovered the Enigma machine. You know that? Like, have you seen that film? The Enigma machine. Alan Turing. They cracked the Nazi code. I'm actually going to forget the name of the film, but anyway, it came out a few years ago. Yeah, and basically it talks about the Enigma machine. They used it to crack the Nazi code in the Second World War, so that we could work out what they were saying to each other, and then we had like privileged knowledge on Nazi military activity.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the guy that did that, basically, they created the computer. It's where it was invented.
Okay.
Yeah, like they used to call it the infinite machine. That's what they used to call these.
So hold on. Is it similar to like I saw something on a series where they created a machine that would actually tell those 3 people that was in control of the machine to some degree, it would kind of give them a signal as to who would die next. And those 3 people would have to try and find that person to save them from what is coming to them.
Okay.
It's a weird movie, bro, but it's like there's a specific machine that they've got, and the machine can generate a person out of billions.
Okay.
Pop up one person. This person's gonna die as a car accident over in Houston.
Right.
And then another person in New York, and Just different scenarios.
Is that a Tom Cruise film? No, I'm going to forget the name of.
It's a series. It's not a film. I keep saying it's a film, but it's not a film. I can't remember the name of the series though.
Okay.
One little short guy, man. He's like a little inspector kind of. I can't. I'll have to find it, bro.
All right.
When I find it, I send it to you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll check that as well.
Because that, I can't lie, there's enough subliminals, you get me? Shona, big up yourself. Maddox Angel, big up yourself. Millennium Mix family, big up yourself, my brothers. Shouts out to Smiley, anyway there, Smiley. Combo, my brother, you don't know the choppings. Big up everyone over on the YouTube. If you can press the like, share, and try and subscribe to the channel, it would be nice. You don't know the choppings. So what are you saying then? What are you saying then? The thing's mad. With regards to
artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we going with it?
Well, that was Bletchley Park. That's where the Enigma machine was found, invented, and they had an event there this week to talk about artificial intelligence and regulating it. Basically, it's all positioned as safety. So people are very mistrustful of AI, and they should be because of who's built it. Basically, I mean, it's come out of the big tech companies, and they've got really bad reputations, man. Like they don't behave well. Like they behave well for themselves. They make a lot of money for themselves, but they don't behave well for the collective. And they've been doing a lot of things around. I mean, a lot of it for me is about censorship. You know, if you look at the way that Twitter, until Musk came along, he's fixed it, changed it, but I still think that there's something odd with him and about that scenario, so I don't trust him particularly, but it's a lot better now than it was.
Any one man with so much power is a madness.
Well, yeah,
how is it overnight this man, we've got the whole world's listening to this one man? I'm confused.
Yeah, well, I mean, he already had a bit of a reputation, but it's become much more public, I think. And yeah, I mean, like he's basically got. He actually describes it like he's got access to the global hive mind, you know, because every interaction that you have on that platform on X, as he calls it now, is tracked. Like, and I don't think that they're the worst in terms of surveillance. I think Meta is
worse,
probably the worst.
Yeah. Meta's definitely worse.
Yeah, and I guess maybe TikTok and that as well, but it's slightly different. But I definitely got a thing for Facebook and those apps. Like they're not been good for anyone really, actually, and they're totally unnecessary as well, right? Because like you don't need to exist. Even the stuff that's useful about the internet, it doesn't need to be run in the way that they're running it.
That's right.
That's the thing. Like you can build the technology, and it can be really advanced. The question is, how do you then behave? And these people are not behaving well. Like even the Microsofts, the ones that are the brand name, everyone uses them.
Top boys, them.
Google, all of them. Like they're basically in the back, colluding with the state and intelligence agencies, and
trying to figure out how they can just.
They want to manipulate it. Yeah,
the web.
Exactly. Yeah, everything's sort of turned to their ends basically, and we know that it's not like a theory. It's known. In fact, do you know about the Twitter files? Are you familiar with that?
I heard something about it.
Yeah.
Let's go into that.
Yeah. So that was like 6 months ago when Elon Musk bought Twitter. He basically made available a load of their internal messaging. To a couple
data.
Of basically
he leaked their data.
Well, he gave all of the stuff that was proprietary, like it was protected communication inside Twitter. By what is called the Trust and Safety Team, and basically what they were doing, it turns out, was coordinating directly with the intelligence agencies of the United States government, so primarily the FBI, but also the CIA and the NSA, and even like with some of the regulators, I think, like the CDC, the people who do, and the FDA, like the drug people, and like there was basically a whole kind of mash of these different organisations censoring stuff that they didn't like to hear, they didn't want to hear, like, and a lot of that. I'm not saying that there isn't a role completely for like content moderation on these platforms, but they were doing it in a way that was very, very like
blatant,
partisan.
Blatant,
and promoting a one-sided view of that whole narrative, basically. And he made it all available, and there's a few people from Twitter who are like, they're looking at, well, I don't know where they'll take it to, man, but like the American state, the First Amendment that protects free speech, they take that really, really seriously. You can't mess with that.
Extremely.
Yeah, because we need that, and then that's what they're trying to do. Basically,
they're trying to strip you of that.
A lot of the safety stuff that they talk about, they say, oh, we want you to be safe. We want, you know, like the politicians come in, and like this whole week has been about AI safety. And actually, Biden signed an executive order on Thursday, which was about AI safety. And it's all about safety and protecting people. But in reality, the people that are coming up with the regulation are the biggest criminals out there and the biggest censors. And they want to use these technologies, I believe, I think it's quite obvious, to
block us out while they cream the pie. Nyam off all of the cream off of the pie.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And we're sitting there starving, and they don't give a flip. All right, do you know what? Let me tell you something. Do you know how much money the prison systems make?
I don't know. I didn't think they were supposed to make money. Like, how much do they make?
Bro, they make money. let me break it down to you to show you that.
Sure, someone's making something.
They take the mick. A normal shower gel that you can go into 90% of the stores and pick up for 99 pence.
Right.
Radox.
Yeah.
£1.
Yeah.
You go in, you see from it's got the Queen stamp on the back of that?
Yeah.
That's selling for £2, £3.
Okay.
Anything that was selling for £1 will be marked up at twice the value.
You mean when you're buying things in there?
On Canteen, when you can't, but there's no other shop.
So they're literally on a racket there, yeah. My days.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know about that. That's appalling.
This is what's been happening to the brothers.
That's appalling.
And as much
so how are you getting your wages in there? How does that work? Because if you've got money to spend, like, where's that coming from?
You remember things just changed now. When I was in hell them time there, it was postal orders and stuff like those.
Oh, is it? Oh, people would help you out, like, kind of thing.
No. People help me out. No, you nuts. I got my mum to send my money to me.
Right.
Listen,
okay.
one thing about being a person that's ever done crime, whatever. See, when it comes back to bite you, make sure you can support yourself. Make sure you can actually support yourself in there. Don't expect the whole world to support you, because that's what a lot of us are doing. We're supporting our brethren. I say, yeah, free the man them, but I went on the move with you. You're of us. And I didn't tell you to go and do something to put yourself there. Actually, I was the one telling you, come, bro, I got an interview tomorrow. Come with me, bro. I'm looking a job. 2 drive-in job.
I feel like I just learnt a heavy lesson there, man.
Real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Real quick.
So right, so there's a racket inside. Okay,
Yeah,
that doesn't surprise me. I mean, you know, it's like if you go to NHS hospitals, yeah? So we actually talk about, I work for a health charity, and we talk about NHS hospitals, they're an obesogenic environment. Like the food that's in the hospital that they sell, that's readily accessible if you're there, makes you fat and sick. In the health service, they do it. It's
look at that.
That's, you know what I mean?
Shouts out, Dean. Big up yourself, Dean, my bro.
300 a day per prisoner, yeah? Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah.
And if they put that prisoner to work, the most that prisoner's gonna make from the prison system as a worker is £15.
Right.
But by him having a job allows him to spend more money, because when you're JR'd or sentenced, you're limited to what you can spend. Only when you're remanded, you can spend unlimited money. So you have to find a job and go into some form of education to find yourself in privileged positions, to be able to spend £50 a week or £100 a week, or you get me? It's crazy. Jail's not for no one. Let me show you something. For the man them that's on the road, running down the lifestyle like you guys want to be visiting down there, it's not nice. Even the places that I used to spend a few bits and few spells and a few months, them places are places I would never want to go back to. Why would I? We've grown, and that's something that I would never want to go back to in that way. You get me? Like, allow that. Let me show you something. They got the man them living like dogs in jail. Yeah, they got the man them living like dogs. Most people don't even know that. They feel like, you see some man them in some prisons out of town that is privatized, and you see them with beer tuners and beer pot noodles. And look, I prefer to be at home with 1 pot noodle. Brock, not hungry because I still got one pot noodle, than to be locked up in jail with a row of pot noodles and bare flipping, that's dead. Freedom's worth more than all of the rest of it, yeah? This is how they're treating the man I'm in jail. Take a look at this.
Take care of this.
Wake up and you go flooded. And you go and I see water is flooded. So why they took me out and I went into 7. 7 is something right.
Look at this, sir.
Yeah?
It's floating. Take care, look.
My mind right now just like...
Look, the towel's underneath it, look.
Yeah? Yeah, Katie Price, getting sorted out, isn't it? Yeah?
Tell them what you want them to know.
Yeah?
What you telling them, Frank?
You know what I'm saying? It's just madness, man. It's just madness. Yo, tell them about the place.
Fucking mad down here, look how we're living. And they're saying this is fucking jail. Man's not ill out here, you know what I'm saying, Black? Oh man! Pretty guys, man.
This is how people living in Wandsworth. Yeah, leaking sinks and that. There's the showers that they think you're gonna shower in, you know. Look how much water's in there, flooded. Yeah, this is how man living in HMP Wandsworth.
Wonder.
Yeah.
Katie Price.
They shut these people down out here.
#1 governor.
Yeah, rat shit and that.
Fuck all.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's filth.
To me, that is absolutely horrible. Peeps, that's horrible. That's horrible. I don't want to be in that. I don't want to be in that. Who wants to be in that? Who are we a couple and I figure up washing at that and governor tell you some sad story. Something that, look, I feel it for the man them still. No lie. Yeah. Double bubble with them thing there. Yeah, man. And the slave wages inside making stuff for Wilco's. Yeah. All the jeans them and the jacket them, the shirts, the bins. What else? All the labels, the inside labels and stuff.
Making clothes for Wilco's?
Yeah.
Is it?
Bruv, listen, man. You see, like, even like prisons like Isle of Wight and them prisons, they are making like ornaments and clothes and, bro, they're doing the maddest thing, bro.
That's slave labour. That's slave labour.
Of course.
Wow.
This is
I didn't know companies were actually using that.
Yeah, man. And what we're making inside there is worth so much money on the outside.
Yeah.
But they're only paying us what? Nah.
That's crazy.
So yeah, the man that, like, come on, man. I need for ban a fire on prisons and stop going there. Yeah. If you look at, I tell every man that spent a spell in jail, if you go back, if any of you still have your receipts of your canteen, because I still got mines, and you calculate what you've actually you spent for the duration of your time in prison, it's just like a good couple grand just sitting down there eating fucking pot noodles. Couple of grand worth of pot noodles, bro.
Yeah.
Why? Just for a whole year sitting there eating a couple of grand's worth of pot noodles and fucking, that's what's happening. It's a joke, bro.
That is a scam.
It's a joke, bro. They know what's going on.
So what's the actual food like? What's the food like though? Is it as bad as the hospital food?
What, the prison food?
Yeah.
Well, anyone that's been in prison that know about Hungarian goulash.
Okay.
That's no disrespect, bro. If you had, let me say, they would. So if you're down as a non-pork eating kind of guy, so you'll mostly you'll be a Muslim man. You put yourself down on the register as a Muslim man, like boom, just so that you get that. You get me? You get mince and rice and them kind of thing there. Cool. You see the next day, you're gonna get, all right, so on today, you're gonna get mince, rice, that's for one set of man them, yeah? Then the normal population of prison is got like beans and flipping spaghetti and, do you understand? Like you got chicken and what else? Just bare different bits and bobs, bro. The next day, whatever's left over, they throw it all into the same pot and they add some tins of beans to it,
Right.
and it's called Hungarian goulash, bro. And they serve that shit the following day like anyone would really eat that. But people really eat that. I just don't know. People really eat that shit, bro. It's really crazy. I don't know.
So it's not got anything to do with goulash, really. It's just what they call it.
That's just what it says on the paper, like Hungarian goulash. I just don't know why. Why would they even put? That's mad. Hungarian. Why? I'm just
It's quite a 1970s. I don't know. Like,
it's confusing for me still. I can't.
yeah. Crazy. Yeah. Well. So we're all going to be in a big prison
Very soon.
if they have their way. We're kind of already like halfway through the door, to be honest with you. Like because we've all been on Facebook and that for 20 years. I have, like, you know, well, not quite 20. What is it? 2007 it launched, so like 17 years, something like that. Yeah. 16, 17 years. But we just went on it and just gave them everything, you know, like photos and...
We didn't know what we was doing.
No idea, mate. No
Brother,
idea.
It's just like moving from the normal phones. Just a normal phone that answers.
Yeah.
To the point when we first got our BlackBerry.
Well, I've been using this.
Now I'm talking, that's a phone.
That is a phone, mate.
Now,
yeah.
I remember going Barbados, I think 2012 or 2014. 2012 or 2014, one of the two. And that's the first time that I see somebody. No, not 2012, 2014. Yeah, I swear it was. No, 2007, I'm going mad. 2007, the first time that I see a man with a BlackBerry in Barbados, bro.
Right.
Going online in my, like, you know, you understand?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what, you lot are supposed to be behind. What's going on? How comes you, like, these guys had Blackberries, bro? So that's what made me have to venture. Going into Blackberries, bro, man's so gassed that man can go online and that. You're leaving a trailer, all sorts on that. No, we're only knowing now.
Yeah, right, mate. Well, they basically got, like, every single piece of communication that's ever gone across the telecommunications infrastructure. They got it all recorded, like everything. Now, like all phone calls, all data traffic, like, you know, they got everything. It's totally transparent. It's nuts, really, because it only came along with the internet, and because before that they wouldn't have had any like way of knowing how to track you. You know, like you could send. Like even to the point now, was it you who told me this? I can't remember if it was you. They've started putting on postage stamps now. They're individually identified. They've got like a code on them so that they can say like this was bought by you in this place with that card on the stamp.
A unique fingerprint on the stamp.
Now,
yeah. All right, I'm done.
So, yeah, innit? Like,
I'm
so
finished.
They've introduced that. So basically, it's like, oh, no. And I was thinking about that. Like, you've closed the loop on that. You've obviously been thinking about that for a while. Like, you didn't like that people could just send letters. So you now introduce a thing which means that you know exactly who bought it. And if it's digital money, then it'll be like, well, it was on that card in that shop by that guy because it's his.
Forget it.
Innit? You know what I mean? Like, there's no anonymity anymore. That's what they want to take it to.
Forget it.
That's I think that's already been introduced even, like, so, and that's, you know, so the way that they've sort of used that technology to grab hold of the physical world as well, it's like, yeah, okay, you can see where this is going. It's not good.
There's a lot.
Yeah, and that's what they've been doing this week. Basically, you got all of the. I can't remember exactly who attended it. It was a big international event. There was about 40 heads of state, something like that. Yeah. And then
Sorry.
It was over 2 days. But the thing about those things, right? They come out and they talk and they say, oh well, we've had a fantastic discussion and we've agreed this and that, and the fact that we've come together has been really important in us developing our ideas. It's like there's not a single thing has been developed, I don't think, in the room on that day. It's all pre-packaged.
There you go.
And they come in and they go, okay, well, we've all talked about it now and we're going to go off and this is all fine. And all of a sudden you've got the British government gone off to come up with a load of regulations to control how artificial intelligence is built and how it behaves. And
they don't want to get outrun.
No.
They want to still have a hand on what's going on.
Well, the thing
they
is,
want
with
that
that
golden fist on it.
That level of information, it's like they've got a total grip on the system and on their side, but then everyone else on the other side of it is completely disenfranchised from that. Like I can't see all of that data.
True.
You can't see all that data.
Can't see nothing.
But they can. So okay, well then that, in terms of like, they say knowledge is power. Well, if you've got access to all of that knowledge, you've got a lot of power, and basically we know what they're like, the establishment in this country, and all around the world, man. Like, this is not just here, but a lot of it is centered on this country this week, because they've brought everyone together, and they had that at Bletchley Park, and then I actually went to an event which was the AI Fringe, which is at the British Library, which ran all week, every day, which was in parallel to that. It was like a response to, I don't know how connected they were, but it was definitely a very public thing with some very high profile backers, and Nick Clegg was there, former deputy prime minister, and head of the Privy Council, and also director of communications globally for Meta, for Facebook.
The first time I hear about Privy Council is with Vibes Cartel. Me don't know about no Privy Council.
Yeah, man.
I just know about Magistrates Court, Crown Court, and the Badman Court. And the Badman's Court is the Old Bailey. I didn't think there was no Privy Council, like another little brother, sister of the organisation that handles overseas and...
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole of the city of London is just riddled with things like that. I mean, it's
crazy.
Yeah, it's all very very hidden away. They won't try cases, but they'll exert a lot of influence over the system. Yeah, like big time. Like Privy Council, they advise the king basically. That's his primary like advisory board.
So they can. So hold on. Are you telling me that the Privy Council can only give advice, and can't really? Like, they can't change this. Like, all right, cool. My case says that I've been sentenced for this cigarette box.
Right.
My cigarette box, but I'm still saying that I've got evidence to say that this totally belonged to someone else, because I've got footage of somebody else holding the cigarette box.
Right.
Yeah. To say that, and the way that it's ripped and everything else, you can tell it's the same one. Cool. But they don't want to hear that. When I try to bring my case to the Privy Court, they say, all right, forget about your new light of evidence. We're still going to hear whatever, but we're going to throw out your light of evidence. We're only going to go and hear all of the evidence that was first heard while you're here in the first place. Mm-hmm. What can they do from there?
What, so they withheld evidence from the trial that would have exonerated you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if...
They've just dismissed it.
Right. They dismissed the fact that you've got it.
Yeah, they're saying we don't care about that. We're only dealing with based on what we've done. What does that mean? It's an open and shut case, isn't it?
Well, they've constructed one, yeah. Yeah, they've manufactured an open shut case.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, that happens. I don't know if the Privy Council get involved in like adjudication things like that. That would be. Do we call it the Supreme Court? I think we have a Supreme Court. But the Privy Council basically they just advise the king on a whole bunch of things, man. You got people from the health system, like Lord Darzai was in there. Tony Blair's just been made Knight of the Garter, basically, and I think he's running the Privy Council. So like basically a lot of what you see out in like in terms of like political debate and that kind of thing, for me that's a massive side show. It's just to keep people engaged with like the idea that there's a story and that we have a say and like all that kind of stuff. But most of the power is behind the scenes, and it gets exerted through things like the Privy Council, I reckon, and also like a lot of the think tanks like Chatham House and.
So let me just say, Free Vibes Cartel, and I hope he gets well. You don't know, car. He might depend on the Privy Council, and I just hope so that he gets a fair hearing. You get me? Emily, big up yourself. Davina, Paul, big up yourself. My sister Michael, my brother. You know the choppings already. And my skitter anyway, there, Shona. Big up yourself, Shona T. Big up Chandelier Queen anyway, there. You know the choppings. Yeah, man. Big up Carleen, my sister. You don't know that be a family upon the page today, man. Good evening, man. Manners.
We got a comment in here. Slavery never ended. It just moved.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, he's right.
He's not wrong. No one's wrong about
He
that.
said he's moved to the Bing. I'm guessing he means in prison.
Yeah,
But it's everywhere though. That's the thing, you know. Like even outside of the prison system, like a lot of if you go like the fashion industry and stuff like that, a lot of those we know about that, man. It's like
crazy.
It's like sweatshops in Leicester and stuff like that. Like
crazy.
And that's just in this country, you know. Like if you look at the supply chain of most brands that we all like buy, like Apple, yeah, or Nike. If you go to where that's actually produced, there'll be someone who's basically living in what could very realistically be described as slavery, and because it's so far removed from us, like we don't really think about it, and we should do, because it's not good, because the people that have put those people in slavery are perfectly happy to do the same to you if they get the chance. Like they don't care.
Can't pick and choose. We can't pick and choose.
Yeah.
We have to just have the narrative say, yo, we don't tolerate this. We won't tolerate it. If we find out, then that's what we're doing. We're shutting it down.
Yeah, you got to tolerate it through your actions as well.
Do you know what? Even just saying that, do you know what you just done? You've woken up a beast, because really, you've just woken up a mad beast, bro. Because listen to what you just said, bro. Bro, if we're gonna stand for righteousness or across the board, that means what is wrong, and what is right is right. We're standing in this time today for what is right. In all sense of the meaning of the word right. Man, don't care about what's wrong, because that does not have no business to do with me. It doesn't apply to me. I was once wrong before, bad before. I'm good now, ready now to do the you understand?
I'm with you there, mate. Yeah.
You get me? Yeah. So,
for real.
It's crazy, G.
To stand in righteousness. That sounds like a good thing to me.
No, bro. You have to listen. As long as your nest is right, you have to right your nest. That means your home has to be right first. Yeah, and then you can go out and say that you're walking in the path of righteousness and stepping in the light of righteousness and all the rest of that. But enough people saying that, brother, but their liberty don't match.
Doesn't match up to it, no.
Right. Teresa, big up yourself. Good evening. You know the trappings already, man. You know we always keep it real. Alan Wilson, Wagwan. We all slaves trapped in a Babylon, taken away from our land in our raw foods. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong about that still. Life should be free. I was saying that earlier in a conversation. I think there's a few things that hold us back from just being. And it's all man-made. Everything man-made is fucked. And I say it on a Sunday because that's what I know. Everything that we touch, we mash up, we disrupt, we F up. You see, everything that the Most High, the Creator, Mother Earth, heat, wind and water, the elements, them, whatever. I've got all the time for that stuff. All the stuff that man did not create. That's what I believe in. That's why I can close my eyes and know that, yeah, authentic. Everything else is destruction. Death and destruction by default. That's how it will be. It will always be like that.
I don't think it has to always be like that.
Bro, it's getting worse, bro.
It's definitely peaking at the moment. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that.
Oh, come on,
but
bro.
I think we can do better than this. I mean, look, humanity is tearing itself to pieces at the minute, man. Like it's not sustainable.
Bro, we've been saying
that's
that
not sustainable.
Here, man. Over here, man's been saying that we're making ourselves extinct. We'll be dead in the next 10 years from now. No, not 10 years. Another 30 years from now.
I don't know, mate. I mean, the thing is, like, if it could be a year or two. Like, if you carry on going down the road that we're going down, like, they seem to be escalating. You know, like, look at all those ships going to Israel.
Okay.
Like from all around the world, you got all these like aircraft carriers and like all of these like these weapons moving into that territory. It's like this is intense. It's really intense. You know. They
know what they're doing. I always said that what is to come, I'll always repeat what my words have been, and you can always go down the line of all my work and see that I've always said it. No matter what is going to take place in this world, yeah, It's all systematically set. The elites already know it's about to happen because it's them that's going to make it happen. It's only going to be a surprise to us, the people that's on the ground, if we are not unified in numbers, if we do not share the information that we have in numbers, if it's only one or two of us, Ben or myself, that's got information, or, you know, London Open TV, or, you understand, or 9-5, if it's just one of us, then we're targets. We can easily get wiped out, and then everyone's back to square one. So if we don't rub shoulders, sit down, have reasonings, have certain discussions, bring what you know to the table, I bring what I know to the table, because I'm learning from you, you're learning from me, each one teach one, you know. One ant can't clap by itself, you know. You see me? If we're not moving like that, and we're not mobilizing like that, we've already lost, and we're sitting ducks, bro. We're genuinely sitting ducks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, knife and gun ain't gonna help us, bro. That's why we got it so much in our communities right now. That can't help us. That's only there for us to kill us. You try using that gun and that knife to kill one of those elite, you can't do it. So shut up. All the man them that think they're the baddest man, them wicked man, them all of that. You lot are bad and wicked for a purpose, and you're misusing your powers. That's all I can say to my brothers. Misusing your powers, and you're putting you're executing your powers on your own fellow brothers, your own fellow soldiers. Yeah, none of us, we're all soldiers, and we ain't got no self-discipline. We ain't got no army discipline. None of us. It don't matter who you want to say, yeah, man's on this thing, man's ready to ride out. Yeah, everyone's ready to ride out. Sporadic and crazy and lastminute.com, cool. But discipline, bro, it's key, especially in war. My man says fire, man don't want to hear say they're civilian, man don't care about that. Cause them over there are sending it right back. That's how the war goes, bro. It's crazy. So that's why we hate war, bro. That's why we denounce war, bro. That's why we don't condone war, bro. So I'm saying, it's horrible. It's not a nice thing. And there's no winners in war. I've always said that. No one can win.
We fight, we lose. We all lose.
Yeah. Irie, big up yourself. It's not a surprise if you're woke. Trust me, keep your eyes open, man. The times is serious. Donna Starvey, big up yourself when you check in. My sister Claire. Talov, you know the trappings. I believe this is about as close to the truth regarding the war. There's quite a few bits I've seen on it, but you know what it is? I'm just not even taking on nothing. Everything's too religious and everything's just to pick this side or pick that. I don't want to pick no side. I'm not into that. I'm a human. I'm a human being. I'm a humanitarian that believes that human beings, not believe. I don't believe. I hate belief. I'm a human being that knows that every person has an equal right to live and be free. Not my words, but the words of Dennis Brown. No matter what color, class, or race he may be. So I'm saying, that's where my meds is. So I don't want to hear nothing about nothing else, because everything else to me segregates us and stops us from sitting around at one table and genuinely smiling with each other, genuinely wanting to learn from each other, genuinely wanting to share with each other. I just don't get it. It can't be all done one-sidedly. It can't work that way. Trust me. But you know what? I'm not even switching. Do you want to add anything else to that one, though, bro?
Can I show this photo?
Yes, you can. Share it. Bring it up.
Why is that not coming up? Yeah, I went to Trafalgar Square yesterday. To the
double click it?
Yeah.
Or click out and then click in.
I was trying to open with that. Open with this.
Yeah. Mad sitting, man. Enough things I go on, Rasta. I'm not lie.
Yeah, there it is.
Alright.
Yeah, that was done at
Relight it.
Oh, it's been laggy as hell, man.
It's cool.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was Trafalgar Square yesterday.
Mad.
And they've been talking it up, right? So there's been this real sort of everyone will have seen it, yeah. Like it's been very tense.
Yeah.
And like you just saying, like the people being very like aggressively saying, "Oh, you got to take this side, that side," like, you know.
Yeah.
And for me, there's there's aggression on both sides, right? Like, and you're not going to get into like the full details of what's been going on right now. But like, I went down to this yesterday, and people outside of London have been looking at these protests and getting quite excited about it, you know. And some people see it as a threat. Like, they talk about this what's been going on as a threat to like British sovereignty or identity or something like that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of talk about very like anti-Semitic and aggressive like language and behaviour and messages at these events. And I went down to this yesterday, and it was completely chill. There was no.
I'm sure you showed me a picture earlier with a man with his daughter on his shoulder.
Yeah. I'll dig it out in a minute. It's doing something funny at the minute, so I don't want to start asking too many questions on my laptop. But it was like that. It was like a family thing. Like you can see on this one here, like there's some young women up on the bottom of that statue there. They're having a real nice time, and the chanting was all very positive, man. They're just saying they wanted a ceasefire. They wanted the killing to end.
And do you know what? Overall, that is all we should be hearing across
everywhere,
across media. Full stop. The media outlets. That's all we should be hearing. We shouldn't be hearing any other narrative. But we just want it to. We want it to end. And for all the other little places, like let this be an example that we're gonna set from here on. That all the other little places that has been consistently being terrorized, where we're putting a spotlight on those places as well. We will stand for those places as well. It can't just be, because this is the problem that we have in our in society, where we stand for like one thing happens, it gets blown up, it gets like it goes viral for a minute. We jump, everyone jumps on the back of that, and then there's similar scenarios taking place every day. And we've not got no eyes on it, there's no spotlights on it, but just because this one's in the media, the whole world's just behind that bit. But then after this is blown over, we've forgotten about it, bro. And that's the problem that I see 9 times out of 10. I can't even lie, bro. It's really heartbreaking.
Yeah, people get they react to what's put in front of them, and the people controlling the narrative, the story, the thing that you're all supposed to be engaged with, like they do it deliberately, you know.
10 minutes, a child dies in Gaza. Yeah, but you know what it is? It's crazy, man. Number one, I said it the other day. I never want to see any child in that state. Yeah, and it's just funny that all I'm seeing online is these types of footages, and if something was to happen in the UK and a child was to be hurt or harmed, you could not post that child online like that, bro. That would be sanctioned and taken down. You'd be striked, blocked, or your account probably be deleted, bro. And there will be illegal proceedings against you because you've crossed all lines, legally though.
Yeah, right.
So how comes they're so lenient with the just because it's not in this country, bro? What is going on?
That's a really interesting point. I've not thought about that before, actually. I think I know what you mean though, because like if something like really appalling happened to a young child and someone was just like posting it all over, like if something, you know, God forbid, happened like around the corner from us and we were like filming it and putting it online, then that would not be a good way to behave, right?
No way.
But when it's a war zone, it's different. I don't know, like, but maybe there's an importance to having something profound like that reported accurately, as accurately as it can be, with all of the propaganda that's out there as well, right? Because there's propaganda coming from all sides, you know, right. not just the two involved in the conflict, even like all the proxies around it, and
that's right.
And actually, it was mad. I was following the events. I think it was last week or the week before.
Yeah.
So Suella Braverman comes out and basically says these are hate marches. That's what she said. Yeah, she was like.
And who's this young lady?
She's the Home Secretary. Yeah, the one. Yeah, so she's come out and she's described them as hate marches, basically, and it's like
hate against who?
Well, I guess against Israel and the Jews, essentially. You know, that's the kind of undertone of it.
Was
it's like it's anti-Semitic.
The narrative they tried to push.
Yeah, well, this is why I wanted to go down and see it, because
for yourself.
Yeah, I just wanted to go and see what they were talking about, and I didn't hear anything anti-Semitic. The only thing that I did hear was they have this chant which is from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, and that basically means taking back their land, essentially, yeah. So there's implied aggression within that statement, but I didn't hear it actually that much on the day. The thing I heard the most was people demanding a ceasefire. That was the overriding vibe that I got from it, and I was there for like 3 hours. I was going all through the crowd, like it wasn't threatening at all. And like you say, there was like families there, like young children, like 2 or 3 years old, on their dad's shoulders, and I wasn't looking at them thinking that's really inappropriate. You shouldn't be down here. It felt like that kind of vibe. It was fine, you know. So yeah, don't believe the hype. But yeah, anyway,
it's always going to be that we need to be on the ground to see what's going on.
Yeah, you can't
follow anything that you've seen online, because the online portrays one angle. Why does it portray that angle? It portrays it because it don't want no more of us out there. You don't know. Come on.
Yeah, and they want to create because there are people in this country who are very much on the other side of the argument, basically, and they've been sold this line about the Palestinians. But the problem the Palestinians got, the way I see it, is that you've got Hamas, who are essentially a terrorist organisation, and I think that the Israeli government are basically behaving like terrorists. I think all of our politicians are right now. I mean, the terrorists is someone, because they control you by scaring you, and that's basically what the media is. You know, like a lot of it.
Live vision. So
right.
I want to know, what politician have we seen get thump in his face?
None.
We've seen one get an egg. Who got egg? Someone
did get killed last year, though.
Who?
Some guy a Conservative minister got stabbed. I think he got stabbed and killed. That was within the past couple of years. Yeah, was it around this size?
That was over here,
yeah. It was down this way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I remember,
so that has happened. But and there was Joe Cox who got shot, I think, back around the Brexit vote, and then but beyond that, it's not that much.
No reprisals. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, we're just sitting back and taking and tolerating and taking and tolerating, basically. That's all I can say.
It is definitely, you know, I would never ever suggest violence against anyone. I do think that the population, like all of us, could do a much better job of holding the people in power to account.
That's right.
And there's a lot of apathy amongst most people about the situation. They kind of got half an eye on it, and they're busy, man. And you know, like with what they've done to the economy, cost of living, people are under a lot of stress. Like this, it's kind of to be expected, and they create all of that stuff in order to keep you distracted, so that you don't pay full attention to what's going on, basically.
That's it.
But in all of that distraction, there's a lot of things that are happening that people are not fully engaged with, and if you're just relying on what's coming out of any of the mainstream newspapers or any of the mainstream like broadcast channels, and particularly like TV, because that's all regulated by Ofcom, so like you can't say
filtered out.
Yeah, like there's also you get, you know, they just play ball. You know, to be on the skybox, like, of course you've got to restrict what you're going to talk about.
What are you going to talk about, Mr. Knight? You know, I'm just going to bring on a couple of my breadwins. They're from the grime. What kind of attire? What kind of?
I don't think it's quite like that these days, but yeah. You need to be on message.
No, straight away, bro. They profile you now. We are messed, bro. I don't think you know. Even just to get a studio space, bro, it's just crazy, bro. It's not even the same like before.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. They're tarnishing even our music that has never done anything. Grime music ain't done shit to no one. When have you heard grime artists doing shit to anyone?
No, Grime's good, man. Like,
do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
of course, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's all good people, mate.
But you see what happens within the drill world.
Yeah.
They've associated it because of the tempo being similar to grime tempo. That's all it is, you know, the tempo. 140 tempo.
Yeah.
BPM. Some use 142, 145. It varies. But around that region there,
similar,
it's really grimy. You get me? But now it's drill. So now anything that drill does, we get the blame for it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know that much about drill, but I've heard some lyrics where it's just like, boy, man's talking about
doing the most,
sexually abusing the kids on the op block.
The op.
It's like, is that your line? Is that what you're putting out into the world? My days. That's what you.
This is where it's at, bro.
It's that is
crazy.
Intense.
It's crazy, bro, and a lot of people, and not just that it's being entertained, but it's just that there's no guidance in the genre. There's no guidance, bro. There's no guidance. So everyone's smiling and saying, yeah, it's good that you just done that. No one ain't saying, but bro, do you know what you've just done? Listen to what you just said. And imagine your child listening to you saying that. Because you wouldn't say that to your child, would you? But imagine your child hearing that from somebody else. But it's your voice, your words. And then watch the reaction of your child, the influence of what you're giving that child.
Legacy, man.
Right then, bro. Come on.
Legacy.
So it's all about that.
Yeah.
Jenny Grant, big up yourself. Wendelina, good evening, manners and respect plus enough tax, man. Human being love, trust me. We are all one, definitely. Yeah, real meds, man. Trust me.
So like drill, is that more like? Would you see that as more influenced by hip hop than by sound system culture?
Maybe more influenced by trap music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still like US beats, yeah.
Drill is something that's more from like Chicago,
right?
As far as I know.
Okay. What the slide bass?
Like that ain't that like what's my boy's name? Chief Keef and them guys. Chief Keef is the founder of drill, as far as I know.
Okay.
Like those kind of young G's, you get me? He was a kid when he was doing it. Like he's not even in it like that because he's already made his money, jumped out of it, left all the ops in the background. So I'm saying now everyone else is just doing da-da-da-da-da. But instead of making the money and getting out with it, they're making the money and staying in with it. Music was never for that, bro. Music was to take you out of your situation and put you in a better, you know what I mean? Better surroundings, better people with greater mindsets and greater creativity and all of that. Bro, man, I'm getting the opportunity, making the bread, getting the bag, and buying more guns and creating more beef, and the new argument and war becomes, I've got more money than you. You man's got some fake Rolex, and bro, it's not even about what are we warring over?
Who knows?
This is what it is, bro. It's all distractions, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand it, man. I remember one time when I was living in, I lived in the Pembury estate.
Oh, it is,
man. For a few years, E5, and I became friends with some of the young fellas on the block. Yeah, because it was in lockdown actually, so we were all just on the block together, and I got to know some of them quite well, and it was quite striking to me. Well, I realised after a little while of knowing them, maybe like 6 months, 9 months, something like that, that actually they walk around in a very threatening environment. You know, like all of them have known someone close to them who's been killed, like by been stabbed generally.
That's right.
All of them know someone, like probably from one of their classes at school or something. So they got that. And then, I remember this one time I saw these other youths from another ends up the road, which I won't talk about.
Another ends up the road.
Up the road. All come down on bikes with knives, and they're basically like hunting.
That's right.
People, they're looking for other kids to stab up, and it's like that could be your cousin. Like you could be blood related to that kid, and you got no idea, and you're often like looking to cause some mayhem, basically. And when I realised that, I was like, I felt very privileged, basically, like to not have grown up in that context and have that sitting on your shoulders the whole time, right? So the idea that you'd want to like perpetuate it, I don't understand.
It's crazy because sometimes, all right, if you put yourself in that world for a minute, put yourself in their mind, in their world, like even for you saying that just now, like you privileged that you didn't even have to come up like that, bro. They're stuck.
Yeah.
They're stuck in the cycle of what they came up in.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So it's hard for them to see another way out, and you can't match what they're trying to make money-wise. What their aspirations are, what they're trying to achieve, you can't give it to them. So you ain't gonna stop them from going about that, getting that bag the way that they get it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's the game.
We need more opportunity out there then for people to progress, like without having to resort to that kind of thing. I think that's one of the most important things, right? Like, because I get it, man. I do get it. You know, I've
right, you know.
I've known a lot of I've known quite a lot of drug dealers over the years. Less so recently, and generally they're just like working class young men trying to get ahead.
That's what it is.
Don't even see them as they're not bad people necessarily. Like, bro, they just have to do some things sometimes. But like all of the man them
that were good, that are no longer good. They're only not good because of the deals that's gone wrong, bro. Let me tell you something. If enough of the man them weren't hustling in certain fields, you'll be cool with everybody. It's the hustling that brought enough of the links them with the man them, because sometimes man's done a dirty deal. Man's broke a foot, a man's broke a man's arm. You get me? You took a man's thing, you never pay him back. You went on a man's patch and tried to take away his customers. These are the common things that create area beefs and diffuse. I mean, and feuds between sides that were friends before, that used to drink and smoke together, that have now got real life rivalry. Bro, it's no joke. And when they swing to take off a neck, like a limb. They ain't even trying to poke you no more. These dudes are walking with some weird swords, bruv, longer than my tripod. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these kids that I saw, they weren't even fully grown yet. Like, they were probably like 14, 15. They were all ballied up, so you couldn't see faces. But like the frame on their body was they weren't like men, you know. And they had like blades like this. Like, what is going on here, mate?
It's crazy. Do you know, there's some of us there's a lot of people out there in the diaspora that know in some of these areas that are troubled and riddled with certain behaviors. They have access to be able to change certain things, you know, put certain people into position. You see, again, when we look at a situation, 9 times out of 10, we only look at a situation to see what we can gain from it, rather than how can we help it? How can we stop it from happening? How can we eradicate this? Prevention's better than cure, rather than curing after. It's mad. We don't look at it like that. You see what I'm saying, my people? Like, if there was a child out there that was, there's enough youths them on the road right now, people are looking for them, you know. It's not just police looking for the youth them. Man, them from every side's looking for some of these youths. They're very wanted. Sometimes these youths need people like us that are aware, that can spot that and know, say, yo, come in, and take them off the ends for a piece. Yeah, and only then will that you offload to you what his fears are, because you've taken him out of the danger now. But more time, you expect the youth them to be like real with us when they're still in the fire. They can't be real with us if they're in the fire, still in the fire, going back in the fire again when they leave us. So what do we do? What are we doing that could help that child, or what are we doing to contribute, helping the situation into a better scenario or outcome, ending, something? Them thing, they get me?
That might be the most important thing I've heard you ever say.
For real?
Yeah. Seriously.
Honestly.
Yeah, because you look at, you know, like I saw some video of some kids down in Brixton on the Windrush Square bit, right in the middle of Brixton, booting off like 40 kids. They weren't like getting proper violent. It was just like a lot of rowdiness and a lot of energy and a lot of, they're probably, I don't know, like 18, 19, something like that, maybe a little bit younger. But someone was filming it, obviously, like it was on social media, and I was looking at some of the youngers, and I was like belly up, hood up, and you can see the way they're moving, and they look like kind of unhinged, man. Yeah. Like, and I was like, someone, I don't know who it is, man. I don't know who it is, but someone's got to like intervene in this in a little way to like to soften it down and just give them a bit of guidance, innit? Because like exactly like you said, because like.
Bro, do you know
we're inherently, you know, it's really easy to be bad. So like the default position is bad,
natural,
right? So then if you don't even know that that's like that there's an alternative, then and what the penalties are, because being bad in the moment can feel really, really good.
Always feels
right
good.
Then.
Always feels
but it's
good.
How it kind of hits back on you later. That's the problem.
No one ain't ready for that part. No one cares. They do that bit when they get to that bit, that bridge, just, we don't see it yet.
Yeah, I never listened to that either.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had to smash all the rough edges off me like that. Bang, bang. You still ain't got it.
Hold on then. What's this? Music carries a frequency. So they harness the music that carries that negative tempo. No. Yeah, well, go on. I know the tempo, you know, sis. Yeah, what? It's not even the tempo or the beat per se. The rhythm. Listen, man. Maybe I drill rhythm one day, you know. See how I could drill rhythm, yeah. Yeah, maybe like a little drill rhythm, Rasta. But it's the content of what you put on it. That's, you know what I mean? That's what makes it demonized, or you see me, like that's what makes it unlistenable for everybody. When you're gonna like to start talking all a bag of stuff that you've done to other people, and you're gonna call up dead people's names in these songs, that should have been shut down from the get-go, but the world liked it, and that's why there's more of it.
The algorithms encouraged it.
It's what it is, isn't it?
You know that?
It's crazy, bro.
Because a lot of that stuff is on YouTube, right? Like they get a lot of watches on that. That was one of the main differences for me between grime and drill, was that drill, they were much more focused on YouTube views, whereas grime was much more like club based and pirate based, and then drill was much more about that. And that's for me why I see it almost like a bit more aligned to hip hop, because it's got that sort of, it's more about the video and the visual as well as the tune, isn't it?
True.
But
that's crazy, man. Alright, who's happy about Ulyss having to? I mean, who
Sadiq Khan, he's happy about Ulyss.
Yeah, he's making a bag of money.
750 grand a day, mate. 750 grand a day.
A day?
A day. That's what they're getting off Ulyss. So
how do we rob these people? 750. I'll take the chance, bro.
It's all virtual, man. There's not.
So how can we virtually rob them, man? Sure. Someone get at me, man. Sure.
Yeah. No, he's making a lot of money off it.
How can they be doing this? This is a joke, bro. And we ain't clapping back at no point. Man's paying it and shutting up. Man's parking up their car and shutting up. Man ain't even trying to drive their car if it's too old. Man's just trying to get rid of it and no one don't want to buy it. It's just fucked.
It's messed people up on a lot of fronts, hasn't it?
Trust me.
You know, like you've now got an asset which was quite valuable, which is now a lot less valuable because of my guy over here who's now taxing you as well. Like it's a mess. But he's what they're doing it for. They're using London as like the test laboratory for a lot of these things. So they're trying it out here. Same in the health system as well, like a lot of the digital stuff that they're trying to do in the health system, and like how that whole thing works, like how you access healthcare and moving more of it onto the phones and all that kind of thing. Like they're testing that out here, And also Israel's quite advanced in the health system as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. And then they're gonna, once it works here, or they establish how they think it's going to work here, they then export it to other countries. And Khan is also the chairman of this organisation called C40 Cities, and it's a group of over 100 cities around the world where the mayor is like the top person, and they're coming together and basically they've built like an alternative system, and it's all aligned to what the UN's doing and that kind of thing. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's 100%. Like it's already there, and they're already, and ULEZ is part of it because they're pumping ULEZ as something good to do as well. If you go on their Twitter feed, so it's basically like a whole next parallel bureaucracy that he's part of, and he's very senior in, actually. Yeah, he's the chairman of it. He's the international chairman of that organisation, C40 Cities. You go on his Twitter profile, that's what it says. It says Sadiq Khan, London Mayor and President or Chairman of C40 Cities. So that's his whole thing.
They've all got underlying stuff going on.
Bruv, like, yeah, literally, they've all got something going on over there, which is global. Basically, that's what's happening at the minute. They're trying to destroy the nation state, and they want to flip it to a central bureaucracy that runs everything.
ULEZ is not about clean air.
No.
Let's just get that out of the way.
Nothing to do with clean air.
Had nothing to do with it. It's a money generating scheme. These people are so, yes, the frequency definitely, but the money generating scheme. These people are, I just want to play this one because this young man has a message for Sadiq Khan. Yeah, I feel like we need to.
Yeah, it's good this.
Yeah, I feel like we need to run this one for real. Let's run this one, bro. Give me a second.
Thank you. Mr. Demiza.
It's an utter disgrace what Sadiq Khan is and has been doing. When one sees what's been going on in France, as well as having recollections of the poll tax riots during Thatcher's time in power, it feels like we sadly might be reaching that time again. These things happen when the electorate feels no one is listening and has been pushed to their very limits. We may be at that point now. No one with their hands on power is listening to the very voters and taxpayers that elect such individuals to public office. I find it quite surprising that no one has been discussing the potential of criminal proceedings, yes, criminal proceedings against Sadiq Khan on the grounds of abuse of power, abuse of public office, fraud, misappropriation of public funds. How is what he is doing not a crime? A large proportion of our council tax, in excess of 20% of it, is paid to the GLA. The Mayor then, and with the knowledge that the vast majority of council taxpayers are opposed to his proposals, then deliberately manipulates data and then deliberately utilises the public purse to pay for his pet project that residents do not want. The country I grew up in, this country, would say that this is a crime. This is not and has never been about air quality. This is proven from results that have been provided under the Freedom of Information Act. The Office for National Statistics was asked two questions. How many deaths are recorded in London as a direct result of car emissions? 2. How many deaths are recorded in London as being contributed to by car emissions? Their written reply was absolutely clear. Just one death in 20 years between 2001 and 2021. This is a money grab of the highest order, and the removal of large numbers of cameras and vandalism of wiring across this borough and others is a prime example of people having enough. And whilst I don't advocate this type of behaviour, one can understand it. I therefore ask, what are Sutton Council going to do, and what is Paul Scully, our local MP and Minister for London, going to do to stand up for its residents? You are elected to serve us.
You see what I'm saying, my people? These people are scammers. They've been scammers.
Can't argue with that, mate. He did a lovely job there. Comprehensive.
He done a top job there.
Smash
Proper
that.
top job right there.
You don't actually see that often. You know, from the US, you see a lot of people speaking at public meetings.
Yeah.
I don't see that many films of it from in the UK. We need to see more of that kind of thing. Because those politicians on the air there, they got nothing to say to that. Like, how can you possibly reply?
They would never want to see the reply. They would never want to see the reply, bro. I mean, they would never want them to air their reaction, not reply.
Yeah, well, they never say anything, do they?
This facial reaction or whatever. Their body language speaks volumes. Now, I saw something on TikTok the other day. I was thinking, oh, why am I seeing this? Like, you got gun police just wasting time, sitting in their cars, like videoing themselves and their buddies and their guns, and making the man them know that man's on the road. You get me? I couldn't believe when I saw this. I'm like, hold on, what is these police boy them really doing? Let's have a look at this. What is these people really doing? People look.
You did a video. Yeah.
Policeman there in a car show off with gun. You see me, I say? We know what they've got. We see what they're on. We know what they got. We see what they're on. We know what they got. We see what they're on. I'm going to play one more thing that I do want to definitely get out of the way and move forward from there. Because there are a lot of people going through a lot of stuff at the moment. Sometimes we are to blame for some of the stuff that we go through because we allow some of these entities into our circle, our lives, and our media. You get me? Surroundings. So you have to know when to take yourself away from some of these circles, surroundings, and people. Negative energy, nah. People that's for you, you always feel wanted around them. Anyone that makes you feel unwanted around them, you're not supposed to be around there, you get me? So I'm going to play this Elder Echo. I saw this earlier. Benjamin, big up yourself. Jay, big up yourself. Saji, big up yourself. East London link up. E14 link up. You see it? Big up yourself, Saz. I'll run that something out real quick.
Remember, people, never stay in a place where you're not respected. Alright? Don't stay nowhere where people don't respect you. Whether them be family, whether them be whoever they might be. Yeah? Come out of them presence and stay around people where you are valued and respected. That is it. We not take disrespect. We not take intimidation, and we not take bad up. You hear that?
You hear that? We not take intimidation, we not take bad up. You hear that? Yeah. Bad boy business. Big up the elders, them star. Cause big man thing. Take care of yourself. Don't sit around people when I like you. That's what most people do. They sit around people because it's just learnt behavior. You get me? It's just something that they're comfortable with. I've just become so comfortable just being around them. Oh, I don't know where else to go. Stay in your yard. You know what I mean? Yeah, them ones there.
People can't be on their own though.
Do you know what?
People find it difficult, man. I like it.
I love being on my own. I think spending time away has made me. I didn't like it, but it made me end up liking it.
Right.
Over a duration of time, bro. You never like just being away from what you love, but you end up loving your time being away from what you love as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you find other things and other qualities, bro. I could draw. Do portraits of people and shit.
Yeah.
When I was away, bro, the mother of my child, bro. Every time I used to write her a letter, bro, I used to draw pictures on the letter before I even write anything on it. I'll draw the picture first. Man, one sexy woman or something. Yeah, and then I'll write around the gal.
Yes.
My thing was ton up. I mean, teach
yeah,
the man
mate,
how to
come
write
on.
letter in IGN. But yeah, nothing to be proud of. You home in your heart. Of course, I need alone time. No problem with it. Trust me, Shona T, you don't know the thing already, you know. He says he cares about air pollution. Yeah, happy to let it slide if you pay $12.50. Listen, I told you like a couple years ago, they are gonna start charging us for air. Yeah, because they've got air on sale in canisters. They're selling it 10 grand a pop. They used 2 Chainz to promote it so that they could sell it for 20,000. Check it out online. Hello.
They're selling air in canisters.
Check it out. Actually, let me show you.
Do you know what I saw yesterday? Some guy in Canada got arrested for heating his home with a Bitcoin mine, and he basically got intentionally warming the climate. So they're gonna start trying to crack down on crypto by accusing people who are mining crypto of deliberately destroying climate and contributing to climate change because they don't want people using crypto. 10,000 air in a can. I think I saw that. Is that a few years ago? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, here I am today.
That's a madness. How can you be selling air? It's alright, then cool. If there's somebody that is very wealthy, some tycoon, selling air, like capturing air from places like Australia, Canada, all these like Caribbean spots and all that, they're capturing air. How they do it, I don't know, but he does explain it. Then what are they doing to the natural air that we're actually breathing? And every day we wake up and we watch we wake up and we see the sky's blue. Next thing you see the chemtrails going by. And by that afternoon or evening, it's be a grey sky you're seeing and clouds, fake clouds and all this stuff. Come on. So what is it that we're actually breathing in? And now, what are we actually paying for? Is all of this ULES and all these extra costs not paying for our own demise?
Yeah, I mean, everything that we're paying is paying for our own demise, yeah. ULES, tax.
Thank you.
You know, you look at the health system. You know, even the stuff that's supposed to help us doesn't help us. So when they really go in on like on deliberately suppressing us, it can get pretty gnarly. Yeah, like I think the chemtrail stuff is like they're definitely doing something. You know, and it could be psychotropic, could be anything. Don't know. It could just be poisonous.
This is. I'm just going to show you a clip of this, peeps, so that you get an idea of what we're talking about. Cause I would like to just talk about stuff without can show you what I'm looking at. So basically, this is 2 Chainz testing the air that these guys are putting out into the universe. Andy Chin, my big brother, manners and respect. Pine checking, art I love my brother. Don't go away on Andy Chin. That's all our quick reasoning. But this is what I'm trying to say. If they're selling air in canisters for 10 grand a pop, 20 grand a pop, what are they doing to the natural air that we're supposed to be breathing? It's a question. We have to ask that question still.
So we actually have 2 different locations. One's from Banff, which is a national park in Canada. And this one here is from a mountain in Korea called Jiri Mountain. So we sell this one for about $15 a bottle. This one here we sell for $32 a bottle. Each one is good for upwards of 160 breaths.
Is there an expiration date, or is this the day that it was bottled?
Yeah, that's the day that we bottled it.
Okay, so this was bottled up June 26th, so it's fairly fresh.
That's right.
Got some fresh air.
That's right.
All right, so...
We look at it like a fine wine, so cheers.
Oh!
Cheers.
Then what we do?
You just put this mask up to your face and push down. And you should smell fresh air, smell like pine. What do you think?
Got air in a can. Wow. If you can't think of ways to get rich, you should just stop thinking. Can you OD on fresh air?
No, definitely not.
I want to try some Japan air.
One?
Yeah, I would like
From Korea?
I want to see if the Korean air a little different.
Yeah. What do you think?
I can't believe I'm hitting the air. Can't believe it.
Yeah. But this one here is our other product. It's oxygen.
So you're selling oxygen and air?
Oxygen and air, both.
And the difference is?
Well, the air that you breathe only has around 20% oxygen in it. But what we've done is we've extracted the oxygen molecule and put it into here. It's great for athletes. It's great for hangovers. You just spray. Open, spray.
You just did it?
I just did it.
You just took some oxygen?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I hope y'all boys don't start learning on ways of getting high using this stuff, man. People in the garage.
There you go.
Moses, I tell you the truth, man. You got some shit going on right here, man.
Yeah. I actually made a special one here for the show. It's diamond studded. So there's a little diamond here for your finger, and the air actually passes through and hits the diamond every time. There's a little diamond here as well, and a little diamond here as well. And we've listed this on our website for 10 grand. And I think if you sign it for us, it'll be worth 20, double.
I'm down with that.
Yeah?
You sell it, I get something off of it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
No, I just don't go around signing bottles of air and don't get my kickback. You think somebody gonna buy it?
I think so, and definitely with your signature on it, it for sure will sell.
You see what I'm saying, my people? These people are smart. They know how to market things. So they've marketed air back to the people. Are you crazy? We had air for free. Now they marketed oxygen back to the people. No, like what am I missing here, bro?
I don't know. I don't understand that. I'm not paying 10 grand for a bottle of air.
Much less.
That's not happening. Much less 20.
Much less the $32.
Even the other ones, yeah. I don't see the point. I definitely would try one of those oxygen bars though.
Definitely.
They had they were like, I don't know. They must still be around. A few years ago, you were hearing about them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oxygen bars. Definitely good on a hangover.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy, my peeps. Listen, I wanted to say one more thing. Sorry, I wanted to touch on one more thing. Yeah, I mean, I should have Uncle Jimmy I taught them talk here, really, real quick. So I go out one night, people, and walk past this cistern. And the cistern look good, The cistern look good, Rasta, but the cistern have on a week. Seeing? And it take me a while to figure out the smell when I walk past the cistern. And this is something that I forgot about, because you see where I don't go certain dance again? I mean, I go certain part. I don't really go certain dance and party and them thing there. So I don't really get this smell certain okay. But this is a message to certain of the sisters them. If you are going to wear a wig, please. If you're going to wear wigs, wash them. Don't just sweat in the wigs them. I know this ain't no shades for any particular. This is just, you know who you are. You got wig and you wear a wig out, wash it, crepe it out. Cool, manners and respect. Don't just buy a wig, wear the wig, sweat out the wig, put more grease in the wig for the next time you want to use it, then put the heat press on top of the wig again to make it stink. These things are... Stop. Furthermore, stop wear the wig and just wear your natural hair, because we just love the natural sisters them, and you just don't need wigs. Just stop giving these people extra money, man.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, mate.
Yeah, just stop giving them extra money, man. Cha. Move to the country.
All about the natural afro,
boy. I know I gotta get slander in a little while in the comment section, Yeah. Oh my God, you hear what Killer P said? Oh my God, Patrick said about wigs. And they're all gonna tell their friends that wear wigs, and they're gonna come after me with their lynch mobs. And it's all good, because I really just got, I mean it from the best of, it's coming from a good place. It's not a good look. We have to just cut these things out. You see me? Yeah, man. A man them have to just cut out the pupina thing, car. The girl must say, so man them just, they know the pupina thing, you see me? So man them have to cut out the pupina. And that, for those that don't know what pupina is when you was wearing those clothes yesterday, and you popped in those clothes yesterday, and you're wearing those clothes today like it's fresh, but it's popina, because you already popina yesterday.
Technical.
You done popping that already. It's a madness. What's this? See, before I do anything else, let me just bless the corner before we do anything else. Bless the corner, killer.
Yeah! Rastafari, I Selassie, rules and reigns over all living things. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High God shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say, Jah bless a sound like Arrow Syndicate sound, with youth like DJ Yellow, Not Nice and my agent called Killer P. Big up all Stockwell and Brixton Massive, you don't know, so we kick off a sound boy face. I and the chin say, run things. Element of surprise. There will be weeping, there will be wailing, and a gnashing of teeth, till Arrow Syndicate town they appear. And what you gonna do? Yeah, Rastafari, I Selassie, rules and reigns over all living things.
Big up my big brother Andy Chin, anyway, them a family, man, as I respect, plus Wally Patax.
I will say, Jah bless a sound like Arrow Syndicate sound, with youth like DJ Yellow, Not Nice and my agent called Killer P. Big up all Stockwell and Brixton Massive, you don't know, so we kick off a sound boy face. I and the chin say, run things. Element of surprise. There will be weeping, there will be wailing, and a gnashing of teeth, till Arrow Syndicate town they appear. And what you gonna do? And where you gonna run? So there will be killing, blood will be spilling. It just not go ease, till Arrow Syndicate town they appear. And what you gonna do? And where you gonna run to? Weeping and a wailing. I said,
say a word in on my big brother, me know you're forward soon.
Weeping and a wailing. You test Killer P, you get defeat. Weeping and a wailing, and a gnashing of teeth. Weeping, what a wailing. You test Not Nice, you get defeat. Here will be fighting, every sound will be backbiting. It just now go ease, till Arrow Syndicate sound they appear. And what you gonna do? And where you gonna run to? There will be wars, rumors of wars. There won't be no peace, till Arrow Syndicate town they appear. And what you gonna do? And where you gonna run to? Jah Rastafari.
Do you know what? That was in Jamaica, you know, my bro. That's when I was in Jamaica still. That's in Maypen. Me a pen me did there over that side there. I chopped down to banana and them place. You see me? Over them side there. I fly go check my granny. Yes, so big up Andy Chin, my big brother. You don't know the choppings, my big brother, man. Can't wait till you're forward over that side there, brother. Yeah, man, I know the chops. What was I gonna say though? Who's over here though? I am natural mystic, big up yourself. She said, tune tough. Big up yourself, man. Andy Chin pan that tune there. She said, She said 5-star, 4-star, be a gun, be a fire sign and them something there. Is it? Maddox Angel said, Arrow Syndicate, be a fire sign and them sitting there, is it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. How we are talking about, man? With the Ben Laden, my brother, we are say big brother. Yeah, man, big up Ben Laden, my brother, man. Manners. Upset. Oh, I'm to you, man. Be a family around here, so watch out now. Clout back that rhythm here now, killer. Yeah. So this week's Godcast, is there anything else you would like to add onto the reasoning, my bro? Anything else you would like to touch on?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know, what have we talked about already? We talked about artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
What else happened this week in London? There was a few other things.
I've not really been too locked in, to be fair. I've been quite busy.
There's a lot of people with plans for the future. That's what I'm hearing at the moment, and I'm trying to suss out like who's legit and who's not.
Like who?
So there's a lot of do you know who Jordan Peterson is?
No, I'm not.
He's a Canadian guy. He's a professor, and he spoke a lot about like a lot of the extreme left-wing political theories a few years ago, and on like transgenderism and that kind of thing. Yeah. And he got himself quite a high profile and got himself very famous, actually. Like, yeah, like one of the main voices over the past few years. And he's just started. He was in London last week with a whole bunch of other people at this thing called ARC, talking about the future and how they want to create a new global system, basically, which looks like it's in parallel to the World Economic Forum global system and like all of that stuff that's been going on, you know, like the Great Reset and Klaus Schwab and like all those people there. So he's come in and is like, hey, I'm an alternative to this, but it doesn't look right. They have Michael Gove speaking. You know Michael Gove?
No, I've heard the name.
He's a Tory politician, like just a real wrong-un, mate. Yeah, like proper and totally mainstream. You know, like he's just a mainstream cabinet minister. Like, you got a Tory cabinet minister in your thing, like your thing about the future and the bright new world that you want to move into, and you got a guy. It's a joke. No one's going to go with that.
Did you ever hear them talking about the e-sharing home scheme?
What does that involve?
Meaning that you own nothing.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want that.
And that when you basically, if you go. Say you go to your sister's house for a week.
Yeah.
Some random person be living in your house for that week.
Oh, really? Like a hot desk?
You own nothing personal. All your personal data, basically, in their eyes, will be in a chip in your hand or some shit. There will be no passport to hide and put in a drawer.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
It wouldn't surprise me, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if that's where their head's going with it. You can even see it now, yeah. Like, so people they buy a home, but they don't actually buy the home. They bought a little you own 30% of your home, which makes the mortgage affordable. Then at the end of that, like, what is there? There's nowhere near as much. We've basically been conditioned in this country. Not just in this country, but like certainly here, to expect less. You'll have a lower quality of life. Things are going to get worse, and it's just and we've just been told this progressively for a couple of decades now, 3 decades even. It's just like everything's going to be bad, and you just have to make do with. You know, like back in the day, people used to build wealth to give to their family, and you know, people had inheritance, and that was just an expected thing. Like, why is this sudden switch now where you're never going to have anything, and it's all going to be owned by the banks and a few people like Musk and Gates and like the big billionaires who actually control the corporations, and they're the ones that are going to have everything. Like, and we're being presented this as like it's some kind of good outcome for humanity. It's insane. So this guy Peterson, he's come to present an alternative view to that, supposedly, because he's coming in and saying, you know, we got to cut through politics. We got to get the best fresh thinkers in the room. Let's make it happen, people. And then they bring people like that in on the first day. It's like this is
people like that in
on the first day, man. Like it doesn't. You're not gonna, you know. That man's got no interest in changing the status quo. Like, he is the status quo. He's benefiting from the status quo very well.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. Like, if you listen to anyone, man. Like anyone on the telly or in the newspapers, and like they're all doing very well out of the situation.
Everyone tends to do well out of the situation over that side.
Well,
whenever there's a situation, don't you see it?
What you mean on the political side and on the media commentator side? Yeah, mate. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
They're always there for it. It's like there's always a job for them.
Well, right. You know, we were talking. Who was it? James O'Brien. We were talking about earlier. It's like that guy's he's just like venting the whole time. He's just angry about like Brexit and this and that, and like he dominates a lot of the conversation. You know, they even call it LBC. They actually call it in their advertising leading Britain's conversation now. It's not London's biggest conversation, it's leading Britain's. So they've like taken that and they're gonna lead the conversation for the whole country basically, like people like LBC. And they give you a lot of like drama and anxiety because it gives you something to talk about, but like it's all ultimately self-serving to them because they're profiting off all of that. You know, and like you say, James O'Brien he's in the job. He's been in the job for a long time. He gets paid a lot of money, you know, and those are the dominant voices that you hear.
Can I just say, Dean says that's silly. Air in a can. I eat that thing, that man. Big up, Dean. What is it got? No, you're taking a mic. The man says, yo, kill, allow it. I'm about to start a business selling horse wig. Horse wig. Nah, he's not even trying to make it, hey peeps. Nah, please, in the comment section, someone let me know what's going on. The man said he's going to start a business selling horse wig. Nah. You don't even horse hair. No. Horse wig. Who's going to be wearing horse wig? I'm done. Paula, big up yourself, big up my Galchester family. You don't know. All I know. When the conspiracy becomes reality, it's a matters. Trust me. Nah, Dean, you killed me today, bro. The man said, allow it. Yeah, I'm about to start a business selling horse wig. I'm dead. Forget it. Horse wig. Rotted. LBC politics, blow, whoa, look there. Joni says, Airbnb, Zipcar, all of these things are progressing to owning nothing and being happy.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
You just rent it. You don't own it. You never own it. It's like with software now, right? You remember you used to buy a computer program and then you own that program and that was it. Now you have to like subscribe.
Yeah.
I don't want to subscribe. I just want the tool.
I just want to own it and that's it and run off.
Exactly.
Andy Chin says, sounds like the movie called 1984. Check it out. Shake my head. Tammy, big up yourself, my sis. Just I see you put a check in. Yeah, Andy Chin said, family, not friend. You know the choppings, my bro. Is he? I'll go over yourself. Yeah.
1984, yeah.
Big up. Becomes reality. You know, real talk. Divine, big up yourself. You know the choppings. Yeah, man. So my people, you know the choppings, you know. This day in a place I go and hold it, you know. You see I move slouch back. Trying to hold it up, you know, but I mash up peeps. I can't.
You're doing well, man, considering you've had not a lot of sleep.
Yo, bro, I mash up, bro. Man drove straight home, like mad hours a night time till ruling day.
That's straight down the A1, yeah? It's like just one road, isn't it, the whole way? To the M11 and then you're around, yeah.
Mazza. Like a country road thing.
Yeah, right. It's just like, it's little, isn't it? It's not a motorway.
My life, bro. Love my life. And the M1's right there. I'm pissed.
It goes all the way to Edinburgh, man. I'd like to do that one time, like drive all the way up it.
That's mad.
Not with no sleep, straight from the club, though.
Nah, fuck that, bro. Nah, but boom. Big up everyone on the check-in. Make sure you have a great week ahead. You don't know, keep positive. Hey, when are you gonna forward back? For the people, them, you see, my people, them are genuine, down-to-earth people, and they know when people speak sense, and they gravitate to the sense, because enough times we're reasoning about things that I don't really get into the depths of some of these people the way that you can, because you know more than I do in that section. You get me? So it's good.
Yeah, I just spent a long time like observing the media, basically. Like that was my job for a long time. So like, I don't look at it that much these days because I don't trust it.
Yeah.
So the little snippets I get, I'm just like, nah, There's always there's just an angle on everything, you know.
Crazy.
And
it's crazy. 6 hours.
6 hour drive. Yeah, you went there and back 6 hours both ways. Yeah. Did you have any time before you got into the venue?
No, well, I just chilled out for a bit.
Yeah.
I knocked out for a bit. Remember, I left at 6 in the morning.
Oh right, you went early.
I
Yeah.
got
Okay.
there- I got there
Yeah.
at 12.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah. You don't want to be messing with the traffic.
Midday. So I'm sitting.
Okay,
there,
mate, you're
I'm
on
sitting
it.
there like a madman waiting to check in. Man.
That is the way to move, people. Just for the record.
If you know me, I'm professional. Big up all the brothers, all the promoters that work with me and know say, yo, this guy is very professional. And last night was a movie. I can't even lie. So, I know. Yeah. How many hours? Yeah. So that was that. Good evening, Patrick and Ben. Big up yourself, Paula. Big up the family for me as well, you know. Oh, everybody's in good energy. You get me? Yeah, good spirit, good energy, and all of that. Right now, me I sleep and I talk. Sleep talk podcast. Is it Godcast and them something there? Big up Michael Mac anyway, there, my brother. Big up Maddox Angel anyway there. Big up Joni anyway there. Big up Unruly D. I hope you enjoyed your Earth Strong the other day. I didn't even get to play no music for you and them things. I've just been mad busy, but I do feel like I'm gonna go live and juggle a little couple hours. You see me? It's been a little while still, and I need to update my record box with some new tune and some. You see me? Yeah. So them thing there, but big up my people. Them we're on the journey. Big up my brother 95. Loving the works what you're doing, my bro. Don't ever get it twisted. We're out here. Full support. Don't ever get it twisted. You know the choppings. Big up Genius Dan. Anyway, them my little brother. You don't know the choppings. Likewise. And big up all the real brothers, them putting in the real work and doing the great stuff. Keep continuing to do the great stuff, bros. Sis, all my sisters, all the aunties, them, manners, bare respect, you know, it's nothing but love from my sincere voice box that is half gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ben, you want to say anything to
love?
Any shout outs and that?
Love. Everyone is watching. Everyone I don't know, everyone I do know. Big up.
How can they find you, Ben? Ben, how are they going to find you?
How can you find me?
Yes,
okay.
Ben, because you don't know, like, oh, come on, everyone I do know, everyone don't know. They want to know ya.
I got a couple of things that I do. I've got a few things, actually.
You want to show them something?
I can show them my blog. It's just a place to publish information, basically. So I do, I've got 2 blogs.
Yeah, up on the screen.
I'll get them up on the screen then. So I've got one called Rise, which is all about political stuff, basically, and corruption, and all the things that are going on around us in the background that are shaping our reality, that are underhand, and talking about those things and doing interviews with people, talking a lot about politics, talking a lot about things like race as well, a bit. Yeah. You know, like how it gets weaponized.
Yeah.
Because it's used.
That doesn't get spoken on enough.
No, mate.
Weaponizing it.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like one of the most important things going on around us right now, actually. Yeah, like these attempts to cause conflict
between
on any dimension. Yeah, whatever they can get an angle on, they'll create an angle to create division.
I'll tell you the meaning of life. If anyone's never known the meaning of life, I don't even believe, I hate that word believe because I don't believe anything. But what I know is that life is there to be lived. We've been given the opportunity to live for a certain amount of numbers of years on earth. While we're on earth, we're supposed to make good use out of the time. Whilst making great use out of the time, let me make sure so you can see my face while I'm talking for 2 seconds. While we're making great use out of the time, we're supposed to be getting to know each other, learning from each other. No one person or 2 people are the same. No 3, 4, 5, or no one's the same. We're all uniquely created with a unique touch, a unique spark, a unique trait, a unique personality, just something's different about all of us. We don't have the same fingerprints. All of us have got a unique fingerprint. Don't get it twisted. So you can't tell me that, I'm supposed to think like him, or because he done this, I'm a representation of him. Are you mad? I'm a representation of me. You see what I'm saying? So what life represents to me is that we that are alive today and using all these devices to communicate and etc., we're supposed to learn from each other. We're supposed to merge with each other. We're supposed to share information. And information info's powerful, When you have information, it makes you a powerful individual to have certain information in your toolbox then. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on. So iron sharpen iron. You know what I mean? So if you're a sharp kind of person that you want to stay sharp, you're going to keep spotting out the like-minded people like yourself, rubbing shoulders with them, and sitting around and reasoning with them and sharing ideas creatively and da-da-da-da-da. This is what we're supposed to do, not fight against each other, Not try to outdo each other, not to compete against each other. I'm not saying sport is not good. Sport's always been good. But like in life ain't sport. Life is life. Life ain't a game. Sport is a game. Do you see what I'm saying? Life isn't a game. You can lose your life and that's your game up then, innit? See what I'm saying? But the game continues over there, but with other people. See what I'm saying? They might kick you out until the next round. But in life, you get one chance to go through. When you F up, there's no more you. 6 months later, no one don't remember you. That's life, because there's someone that comes into the world to replace us as we go. You see what I'm saying? So life to me, my brother, I would say, is that we're supposed to just learn from each other. There's something that I could learn from you today. Maybe I've already learned it already from the things that you've said. Yeah? Maybe it's for us to have some other different types of conversation about life, or, you know what I mean, away from social media or whatever. And there might be a penny that drops there. You see what I'm saying? Like there's time and place for things to kick off. You're not always just gonna just like that. So you get me? Like,
yeah, mate. I think getting away from technology is a good idea as well. Like you're saying, people have got to talk to each other, but like get away from the platforms and don't have it mediated to you via a device the whole time. Like you can actually like connect with people. You know what I mean? Exactly. And also like try and operate on the basis like the vast majority of people are really good, well-natured, honest, decent people, like of all shades. Like that's just a universal truth, man. Like
come on, man.
Been around the world, and there's good people everywhere, and there's bad people everywhere. There's damaged people everywhere. That's but it's just we're all just people.
We've got a lot of damaged people. Though.
Yeah, there's a lot of damaged people.
It's very hard to have conversations nowadays, and I find it hard. Yeah, we were speaking about this earlier, bro. Like sometimes you be speaking to some people of some sort of supposed to, I don't know. But it's hard to conversate with people when sometimes the conversation gets blocked on the fact that, I've triggered you, or I've done something what I don't even know what I've done. All I'm doing is just being me and speaking the way that I normally speak.
Yeah.
So it kind of cuts the way that we conversate now. The way that we're conversating is basically biased to one side, because one side, the male's always going to be walking on eggshells and trying to accommodate.
Right.
When we start to hear certain...
What is it you say, like men versus women, people getting triggered? Is that what angle you come at it from?
Conversations like...
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people who'd say they get triggered. I mean, men and women. That word...
I think that word's being misused a lot.
Well, also, and people get triggered by anything. Like that's the other thing. Like people get very, and I think it's because they're emotionally traumatized, right? And there's a lot of stuff going on.
Guns have been about all my frigging life, Ben.
Huh?
Guns have been about all my life. Yeah, look. Guns have been about all my life. I've never heard none of the gal them talking about no trigger. They didn't want nothing to do with it. Yeah, they want to stay far. Right. In the last year or so, everyone's triggered. What changed? When did we find this word? I'm just asking, I'm confused. Because the word was always there. When did we decide that we're just going to start ripping the arse out of this word all of a sudden? Come on, Ben. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's a joke to me. I just find it...
Yeah.
It's crazy. Joni says, absolutely lost in translation. Yeah, absolutely.
In it. I think we're talking about different things. Two worlds collide. Look at it.
Two worlds collided. You know, killing me, bro. Look, man.
That's hilarious.
Unhealed traumas. There's so much things going on. But,
yeah, bro. Yeah, everyone's got.
But you know what it is? Everyone has traumas, and I'm very I'm not judgmental on anyone. I genuinely sympathize with those that go through whatever they're going through, definitely, because I've been through a lot, and I do understand when people go through. So I'm not that kind of person, but I just find it harsh that a lot today it seems like that gets used as an excuse why you can behave the way you behave, or you can speak to me a certain way, or you can get away with not understanding what somebody says to you, and like all the other stuff is just a new excuse. Or am I wrong? I don't know, but that's as I see it anyway. A new excuse name, boy, you triggered me, you know. Now if I decide to wake up tomorrow and say, boy, you know something, you trigger me and start conk up somebody, people gonna say I'm a madman. What did he say? You triggered me. Madman thing. Like, and then you're gonna have gun police looking for guns and all that stuff because I said trigger. Allow it. So it's not even a man thing. Man's not walking around saying that, oh, you triggered me. No man ain't doing that, bro. So it's not that one.
No, come on. No.
So I'm talking about the women that would say, oh, I feel triggered, or you've triggered me, and like, since when did we need to drop disclaimers and all this stuff, parental guidance and all this stuff, all of a sudden in conversations now? This is what it's become. Me, I'm quick to put my hands up, press that button and run away. I'm scared of humans, bro. I want to run away like that. Yeah, I just cut. I'm not in it. Because everyone's trying to trap up someone in something. I'm not in it. Growth is a choice. That's right. Everything can be turned around. You're not wrong.
Can I show this other thing that I'm doing as well?
Of course you can.
Yeah. Because I know we're coming up to the end now. So yeah, the one thing with this is riseuk.substack.com. You can go there. And I've been a bit quiet recently, but I've got a bunch of stuff I'm going to start publishing this week and beyond. And then I've started doing a news stream, a bit like this. Mad. But it's this site called UK Column, and I do Friday news at 1 o'clock. Yeah, every week. So that was the one that we did on Friday. I won't play the video, but like you can see, like it's a little
snippets if you want.
Okay.
Give them a snippet.
Here's a snippet. Okay.
Go on, give them a snippets.
That's Mike at the top talking.
Yeah.
And then Vanessa.
Can't hear them.
Can't hear it?
No. You got him on mute.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway.
But yeah, at least we can see.
It's a video with people talking, and we're talking about a bunch of the stuff we've been talking about tonight. But it's super current. Mm-hmm. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 o'clock. News. You just come to this website, and there's a little bar at the top here. You see it's there. It says next live stream. That's on Monday. The news on Monday at 1.
Yeah.
And then it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the news, and then on Tuesday, Thursday we run interviews on a whole load of different things, man. It's like all the stuff that is good, proper good information with experts in every field. Basically, there's a lot about healthcare and what's going on in the NHS.
Can we leave the link in the description of this video?
Oh yeah, mate, 100%. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I'll put the link. Yeah, I'll drop you the link, and then you can sort that out. Yeah, mate, definitely.
Sure.
The UK column are great, and I'm blessed to be part of it. Actually, like I'm quite excited. I found out properly about 10 days ago.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be doing it on the regs. I did a few and they went well.
Yeah.
And then they're like, come in. So I was like,
yeah,
sick,
right?
Yeah, bro.
We love that.
Yeah, it's good, mate. It's good. And they're doing important work. It's what the newspapers used to do, or what they were supposed to do. It's what the media's supposed to do. Yeah. They're supposed to keep you informed about the whole situation without any kind of bias. You know, it's just facts. And there's always going to be a bit of interpretation because, like you say, we've all got our own fingerprint and our own view on things.
There you go.
But that's why it has to be a conversation. So we get a lot of diverse people in and grapple the really big issues like head on and just look at it and understand it. Because if you don't look at it and understand it properly, you can't maneuver around it and act.
Very
you know.
True. Very, very true.
Yeah. So that's where you can find me.
My people.
Come.
Go and check him out. Check him out over there. Because trust me, he's so informative with and he's the fact check that shit. He's shit. You can check it. You can check it. No joke.
Yeah. You got to do it, man.
His due diligence has been done by at a high standard, so it's no joke. When it comes to the information that goes out, it's no joke. We will forward. Big up yourself, Joni. Bear love enough, Joni. I know my sister's always supporting, and I love that. You get me? Support the positive things, brethren. Sometimes it's not even sometimes it's not even what we say, but it's what you find out when you start reading or what you see, and that you find it interesting. You're like, rah, and then that draws you to something else, and it all starts from a conversation somewhere. You know what I mean? So big up, man. You don't know the choppings. You want to say a good night to them people, them, my brother. I don't even want to left them, to be fair. I don't even want to leave my people, them, to be fair, but you don't know.
Good night, everyone. We clocking off, yeah?
The man just said what? Good night, everyone. What, we're clocking off, yeah? You know, it's a proper little football one, isn't it? You're a football hooligan, aren't you? Who do you support? What team you support, bro? Please.
Mate, I don't follow football.
Ah, that's how
bread and circuses, mate. Bread and circuses.
Bro, you're a G.
They keep you distracted with all that stuff.
You're a G, bro. You're the first man that sat beside me and said, well, I don't do football, bruv. Joke, man, thing. Bruv, I've always said, man's not on all of that. Man's busy enough.
That is games for children, man.
Yeah.
It's like computer games. You play, if your man plays computer games, then he's not a man. You like computer games,
I
isn't it?
I don't play computer
games.
All
right, okay, mate, proper.
I don't play computer
mate,
games.
Come on.
Ask anyone that's been around.
What are you doing with your time?
I've even bought a PlayStation. My little young G's in my area at the time.
Yeah.
Like, kills, man, buy a computer, man. We're always online, man. You can jump in on the game with us. I bought a computer. They gassed me, bro. I went and bought the computer like an idiot. Nice, pretty thing. Went online and got this subscription and done all the stuff. Bought games. Bruv, I bought the headphones. I sat there one night listening to these youths. After they just invited me, like, yeah, we're going to be on the thing about 7 o'clock. Logged in. So just listen to them for a minute. Listening to them, I'm saying, this don't even sound like something I want to be in, you know. Yeah, these youths sound ruthless. I try jumping it on some humble thing like, yo, my brothers, what go on? Everything good, yeah? I heard this youth say something like, yo, who's this old man in it? Like, who's this old man in it? I didn't even reply. I just stringed down the thing. I think I shot it to one of my little brothers. I sold it to one of my little brothers, bruv. I swear to you, that put me off forever. And that was them subscriptions they're not cheap.
No, mate, I went round to my friend's house one Christmas, and he just got a new game for Christmas, and he was well excited about it. And I went round to see him. So it was me and him, and his missus was knocking about somewhere, but it was me and him sat on the sofa. And for half the time I was there, he had his headset on, and he was talking to his mate on the other side of town. It's like, I'm in the room with you. I've come round your house, and you're sitting there chatting to your mate over there. Like, what's going on here? And it's weird, mate. It's weird.
You can't tell your brethren that, hey, bro, I'm going to come back. I just got to go and eat something, or my brethren's at my door. They don't care about none of that. The game's more important, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. It is an addiction. Like, I think everything,
mate, it is an addiction.
Can be addictive.
Yeah.
Everything
bro,
can be addictive.
Yeah, well, it's the screens, bro. Like, because there's a lot of like intense energy there. You know what I mean? Like, and people get drawn to that. Very true. Very true. And yeah, they actually talk about when people use phones, they talk about it like you're a heavy user. It's the same as being a heavy drug user, right? It's the same language. It's the same terminology.
Yeah.
It's what McDonald's call their customers as well. I was about to say they're eaters, and that is basically it. The people who eat McDonald's, they call them heavy users. They call them heavy users. If you eat a lot of McDonald's, that's what they call you inside McDonald's.
You know what I saw the other day? I saw somebody burn a McDonald's burger with a Bunsen burner.
Right. And it
didn't burn. It
Yeah,
didn't
I know.
burn, bro. It just stayed there. It just looked normal, bro. It's like, what's going on here?
No,
like,
man.
rubbery, mad.
Yeah.
Phone crack. Yeah, phone crack.
Stay away from that stuff, people.
Joni said, thank you, Ben, for your input. Man,
thank you for having me, man. It's always a pleasure to come. Yeah.
It's always love, man.
Always a pleasure.
No jokes. What's this now? Talk the things, killer. Natural Mystic, bare love every time, you know. Some people need a device. Need a device detox.
Yeah.
Not wrong about that.
No, I did it, man. I started using this old school Nokia phone, and I got my daily hours. You know, like Apple sends you a thing, says you've done this many hours last week. Well, I was doing like 13, 14 hours a day at one point. I was like, hang on a minute, that's not good. Because I was just like, just like, I don't know, like I just go like down rabbit holes basically, and you know.
That's why I don't like going on TikTok, you know.
I don't go on the social platforms.
I can't go on them, bro. I'd go on there just to send a message, and I end up looking at something, and I'm like, scroll. And you know what? Most of the time, I'm there just scrolling, and it's a stop. Then it's a scroll, then it's a stop. Then and I'm like, this is madness. And I'm scrolling because all the things that I'm seeing, I don't want to see it. And what I do want to see, or what I do see, and I think, all right, acceptable, it's really mediocre.
Because on TikTok, you just like straight out in the open, right? You don't have to follow anything, and it's just like serving you things.
It's serving me through the algorithm, of course, yeah. But Instagram, I'm saying I'll be like, TikTok, I see so much information on TikTok that I can drag from. Yeah. There's a lot of information on TikTok.
I think it's less censored. Yeah, Instagram it's like a little walled garden, you know. It's like the shallow end of the pool.
That's right.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Twitter's like the deep end. I used to think anyway. I didn't like going on Twitter.
They got a thing called Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
And I find that
a lot of grime beef.
This is what I was just about to say. It's all it's doing is creating distractions.
Yeah.
And unwanted conflicts between ones that were once good. It's kind of crazy, man. I thought this is about building a unity base rather than fighting against yourself, because that's all we're doing. We're fighting against ourselves. Play no games, got no time for that. Big up yourself, Nicky, my bro. Bare love, you know. Come on. Knowledge is power, facts. Come on. I am that I am. Applied knowledge is power. That's right.
Yeah, and the applied bit is really important.
That's the important.
That's the most important bit. You got to integrate it and then apply it.
Natural mystic. Big up yourself, natural mystic every time. Listen, my peeps. Don't know, sir. Working hours and I know killer no sleep, you know, and killer want sleep, you know. Sleeping better than something there, is it? All right, so here what I got going now. I don't even know what I got over here, peeps. I ain't tested nothing, so I don't know. I'm just trying that thing, is it me? You know, I got to try a little thing.
Well, that's the way.
Oh, yeah. I go and left you with that shot there. Yeah, man, we can't play that shot there and leave it. You see what I'm saying? Because right now, basically, I only play unreleased songs on my Godcast because it can't get striked. So look out for these songs. They are going to be released very shortly. But yeah, I think this one definitely sits well with how the current times and situations are in life globally right now. You get me? So I'm going to left you with that one, yeah, my people. Manners and bear respect. If you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, stay in your yard. Other than that, wishing you a productive week, progressive week, and a positive week. So I'm saying, art of love. Manners and bear respect. And when I say that, I mean quarter love, son and daughter love. You see me I say? Yeah, manners and respect, my people. Yeah, that shot, yeah.
Well, that's the way it is. Because of the system, that's the way you have to live. Well, that's the way it is. The man them a move cool, living like a fugitive. Well, that's the way. Well, that's the way. The man them a move cool, living like a fugitive.
time we touch down on the road, man I move dirty, man I move very cold. Money in a bungle, herb by the load. We are bus gun from we are 12-year-old.
From we are 12-year-old. Story gets told. Heart's cold, but my head's up like a stove. Like Titch Killer, still a roughneck soldier. Old school rude boy, but I'm getting older.
Trust me, I'm cool with every MC, but me and Killer, we will bury any MC. Bring one, bring two, bring many MC. Frisco, me a heavy, heavy MC.
But you know Killer man a bad boy MC. And in the dancehall we don't take MD. A beer ganja that have a burn round me. If you don't know, young youth will learn round me.
That's the way it is. Because of the system, that's the way you have to live. Well, that's the way it is. The man them a move cool, living like a fugitive. Well, that's the way. Well, that's the way. The man them a move cool, living like a fugitive. So many youths are going on like they're soldiers, but when I really check it out, they are vultures living on human blood, yeah, vampire. Hey, I'm the lyrical messiah. Remember, me sing the song near fire. For bona idiot, well, that's my desire. Well, now it's time to have some fun and put down them guns and hey! Don't make no one fool you. Don't make no one school you or roll you. Just do your thing, but I sleep and sing go through, cause you know how you do. No future boss for them to get no fun and no one live like some of we do. Who is to blame them for the system? Makes the use them cool and evil. And I just know me I talk about a long time. The liquor use them a run out a long time. The liquor use them a jump out from fist to knife. Now them a guns out. Things change now. And them run the streets, the alleys, the corners, them run the road. Enough of them look simple as high with pimple, but hear me no mind you are proud. Coulda OG, new G, some of them don't give a damn where you from. Them a business. They forget what life is worth and I fight over turf and can't buy a big list. Tell me what is this? You think life hard? No, well you shoulda live in the 50s. It's the militiaman, killer play and big fish. Well, that's the way it is. Because of the system, that's the way you have to live. Well, that's the way it is. The man them a move cool, living like a fugitive. Well, that's the way. Well, that's the way. The man them a move cool, living like a fugitive.